Hey everybody, Matthew Carrick here, watching some Thursday night football, working on a model while my son's out trick-or-treating. This is the Steve Kinzer Bass Pro Shop Sprint Car number 11, and guess what folks, for the community build, we are finished. This will be the final update. Last bit of parts are still gluing, so I'll show it to you on the bookshelf here. Wheels were glued in, and they look pretty good. The front wing glued on, nice and straight there. Good look at the front. Steve Kinzer himself, you can see in there, slightly crooked. I wonder if we can get a better look at him. I don't think we will. But a little crooked there. The right arm, we had a bit of trouble fixing that and getting the steering wheel in. Here is a look at the side panel and the body with Steve Kinzer in there. That massive wing got glued on. That was the final piece of the puzzle. Let's spin her around the back here so you can see the setup attached to the roll bar and attached up underneath. Worked out pretty good, I think. There's a look at Steve Kinzer kind of hanging to the side. Looks like he's turning left, which, you know, works out fairly well. Yeah, too much shadow to get actually down inside there. Interesting point with this model. Let's turn him around a little bit more. I really wanted to just clip this front wing in, but up underneath there's only four contact points rather. Two up on the front roll cage there, two on the back. With this piece was actually one piece itself, so you got to connect it twice there and then twice to the back. So I wanted to be able to pick it up so you can look inside and see the interior and stuff, but no dice, so we had to actually glue it in. Because of the angle and because of those contact points, it wanted to slip and slide all over the place, so we had to unfortunately glue it in. Now that massive back tire, let's go side to side here so you can see the difference. This one's big in and of itself, so you can see how big that one is, especially compared to, it's about up front, way up there. That is the front slick, so you can see it's about 3 times the size as the slick. That was one of the reasons to build this one, as someone said in the comments. A big wing, a big engine, big tires. You can't go any better than that. So part of the other reason was I definitely did not want to glue the engine cover in, because this engine looks pretty cool. So I did just clip that one in. It was interesting to try and do that. It's a bit tricky with the wing in place, but there it is. Try and get out of the light here. Try and spin it around. Like I said, this wing is still kind of drying itself, so I don't want to handle it too much. So there's a look at the engine. Seen that more detailed in some of the earlier ones, but the headers are connected. They go straight out the sides, in behind the Nerf bars there, and a lot of fun to build this kit. The only real issue I had was some of the decaling. This one you can see wraps kind of around the side a little bit. Everything fit, just sort of dropped into place, except for some of the decals that seem to be a little big. And then trying to get around these little ridges here, you can see getting right in close. The decal itself didn't want to bend. Decals were in incredible shape for a kit that's about 3 years old now. Everything else otherwise, like I said, just sort of popped into place. I'll show you the linkage here and follow that into the front suspension if I can, because there we go, you can sort of see that in there. Any of these chrome pieces, I always forget to strip the chrome, and chrome to model like to just regular styrene plastic, not so bad, but anytime we had to go chrome to chrome, like down in there's about 3 different sections that we had to go chrome to chrome on this front axle. It dried good for about 24 hours, 30 hours, and then I started to get to work on it, and the whole thing fell apart in my hands. So, kids, always strip the chrome off your models before you glue it, especially if you're going chrome to chrome. This one, chrome to body, especially chrome to painted body, not so bad with just the Orange Testers model cement. But yeah, highly recommended to strip the chrome. I was a little disappointed that it wasn't bright chrome, that it's this satin chrome here. There's some wash on the tires, but it's satin chrome. It's not super flashy chrome, which was a little disappointing, but it was alright. Got used to it. And the other thing, there was some flash on this chrome. It seemed to be oversprayed a little bit. That was my only other concern with this kit, was I had to take some of the chrome off, and a few spots where it didn't look so good. There's a few spots where you could probably use a touch up on the paint, like right there, for example. Oh, that's too bad. That's dark. Oh, well, you can't see my paint screw-ups then. That's too bad. A few spots where I wanted to touch up the paint, but I was running under the gun here a little bit to get the date and the time in, so we just had to go with it. And we do need some decals on the sides here. This side's really bad for paint issues. Yeah, see, check that bad boy out. Haha, overspray. But there's a decal that's going to go on the side there that I forgot these tracker boots. Tracker boots. Decal, that's going to go right on there on the side and hopefully cover up most of, if not all of, that overspray issue. So there it is, folks. Steve Kinzer, Sprint Car, Bass Pro Shops, number 11. This is for the community build. My thanks to DJ Scratchy and Chevy Cheeseburger for hosting the build. And to all of you, I've really enjoyed your models. And watching, you've inspired me to finish something, which doesn't happen a lot here with Matt's models. So thank you very much. Keep up the great work. All of you that did the 48-hour build, those look amazing too. I've enjoyed following this. I'm going to be looking out for the next one. But this has been